Hello, my name's Cameron Sanderson. I'm going to show you how I made and how to play with my heart. And if you're wondering why I wear this all the time, it's actually because I love to play the Switch. Speaking of which, let's play with my heart. Did you like that? So at the time where I recorded this, I felt very much like there wasn't much progress. Yeah, things were moving online in a sense, but nothing was happening in real life. I'd actually just watched Into the Spider-Verse the day before I went into the studio, and I kept thinking of this one scene. He's like leaving all the people that he thought he could trust, and he's learning that basically he's on his own, and that people do backstab, and life kind of sucks. I guess that's kind of the mood that I was in when I wrote this song, and that's how I came up with this chord sequence. Sorry, I don't think I'm very good at explaining how I feel. Yeah. I feel like this chord sequence summed up that mood quite well. The first thing that came to my mind was this. And then the first thing I wrote on top of it was actually the first vocal, which was blasted all night, drown my sorrows in a red cup, all my tongue's tied, let my heart soak it all. Stop your one-lines, please just let the playlist run, yeah. Oh, by the way, mind the buzz, that's because my sister won't let me have my actual PA and is making me use a 90s radio. The first thing that I heard in my head after that was like this really thumpy 808 bass, which I think I got here. Okay, so once I had the bass down, now it was time to start adding the beat in. That's a kick, that's a rim side stick, that's a snare and a live snare. 1, 2, push, push. Okay, alright, what else we got? Then you got yourself the hi-hats, which I've actually whacked in MIDI, like a classic SoundCloud rapper, as you can see there. Yeah. And then at that point, to be honest, you've got most of the vibe down. Once we got to the chorus, it was time to come up with something a little more pushing, like pushing the beat forward, and that's when I did the. Pull my flesh apart, I don't need it. Play with my heart, not again. That was the first vocal I came up with, was Play With My Heart. I'm not sure how. I find that writing music is just a string of really intentional accidents. And that's pretty much what this song was. I used to know theory, but I don't anymore. That's the first chord. Second, third. Second, first. Second, third. Fourth. And that's pretty much how the verses go, and that just keeps looping. And then for the chorus, you just want to arpeggiate and then go up to this chord. Self-hygiene starts to matter less and less the more and more you record, and the further and further behind you feel you're falling, even though you're actually not. You're just setting the bar way too high every day. Hi, my name's Cameron. Now it's time to layer some guitars. The first verse definitely felt a little cryptic. It was basically just me being in my feels at a party. Blast it all night, drown my sorrows in a red cup, on my own, in a room full of people. Because let's be real, if you're a Zoomer, you are very well acquainted with anxiety, or depression, or both. Or you're just a really happy person, which I am actually a lot of the time. Being me is a confusing experience. I'm sure it's the same for you. Anyway, the second verse is where I can actually really let out all the things that I want to say when I want to say them. Blend into the background, fixed into position. If they want to feature, then tell them I can listen. I've been working so hard since I was a kid. If you ever knew me and taught me to quit, then you're gonna eat your words, say what I want when I want, and I like that. I do reference the Joker when he says I'm just ahead of the curve to Batman in The Dark Knight. Someone did notice that, and if you did notice, that's very, very cool, because I am a huge nerd, and clearly so are you. It's good to see that you're a like mind. Shake my hand. Shit, you can't. Sorry. Oh, thanks. Yeah, good job, man. You know, once I had that down, it was basically time to get my cousin in to record some strings. My cousin Jonathan is actually a professional violinist, so I got him to come in and lay down these strings right here. I just wanted to give it a really kind of sad, Disney-ish kind of feel, because I like to add a little bit of Disney into my stuff if I can. And that was... And then the last thing I added was actually the una corda from Contact 5, because it is one of the most beautiful piano sounds you will ever witness, and I'm pretty sure you can ask any producer and they'll say the exact same thing. That's how it was done. And that was the end of the track. Ends track. Play with my heart, stops playing.